Hello YouTubers, this is MusicSoar here once again, and this time I thought I'd do something a little different. I thought this time I would actually review, instead of music or anything or movies, I'd review a video game, The Last of Us. Now, I beat this game pretty much 2 days after I bought it because I couldn't stop playing it. And yeah, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it some time, I'll let it resonate with me, come back in about a month or two and see how much of this I remember. And I have to say, I remember a whole hell of a lot of this game still very fresh, and it's still very good. Now, I'll go into the synopsis about the game first, which is the story, for me using, yes, big words, I know. But the synopsis of this game is pretty much centers around two characters, Josh and Ellie. Or Joel and Ellie, sorry about that, my bad. You're subscribed to me, I'm an idiot. Joel and Ellie. Now, this game goes into some story about Joel. First is there was an outbreak, very much like zombie apocalypse and all that. But there's an outbreak. Joel gets out of the city and gets to pretty much to the freeway, and a military guy confronts him, and he's told to shoot him on sight. Now he takes shots, Joel swings out of the way, and pretty much not hurt, and his daughter Sarah is killed. And all that, and he blanks out and all that, and he wakes up 20 years later, actually the story advances 20 years into the future, and which is something I wish more zombie stuff would do, like more future, like what is it years and years after the apocalypse, is there a cure? And he pretty much is looking for shipment of guns. They had a job to do, they were going for guns, and the mercenary group or whatever, the resistance, the Fireflies, are like, well, we'll give you your guns back if you can get Ellie to our group, to a lab, because she was infected. But it's like they turn after a couple days, but with her it's been 3 weeks, so it follows the story of Josh and Ellie going through the whole thing. Now, gameplay wise, I like it. It's very smooth, it's crisp, it's not bad. Like, I've seen video games where it's sort of the same thing, but the controls always seem shoddy, and just doesn't feel good, right? This one, it felt right. Just playing it, like, okay, yeah. And I like this game because there's more stealth in it than just going in and killing shit. That's my honest opinion on it. I just like games that you don't kill a ton of shit in, and you have to actually use your mind, like, okay, how do I get through this maze and all that? It's very much like Uncharted. You can do is the same thing. Don't have to kill everybody, you just have to be able to be very stealthy. Metal Gear Solid, there we go, Metal Gear Solid, that's a good part of that game too. Now, what did I really enjoy about this game? Awesome story. Very awesome story. Controls were good, smooth. Graphically, it looked amazing. Like, just to see it. See the whole world, see it like, wow, that doesn't look good. Or it looks very good. It looks very fresh, very crisp. Now, what did I don't like about this game? Too short. I just think it's too short. Maybe it's because I played it non-stop for just about a day and a half to beat it, but just to me it felt too short. I wish there would have been more, gone into more detail. I liked the whole thing that they weren't just fighting zombies. There was also almost like The Walking Dead, where you are sort of battling other groups as well as zombies. I'm not going to give away the game, like just give away the ending or anything. It's one of these things I always suggest you always play it. That's why I always thought about gameplay footage on the internet, is I just don't want to have it spoiled for me. If I want to go and find it, I'll find it. If I just feel this game worth it. I really think this was, I'm not sure about Grand Theft Auto 5 yet, but to me this was the game of the year. To start, this was probably up until probably Grand Theft Auto 5 for me, still game of the year, hands down. Love it. Yeah, so that's my thoughts and opinions on. Well, if I had to give it a score, actually, I will give this a score as an 8 out of 10. 10 for me is uber godly goodness, which is very high pedestal. I think I only have a few games on it. For me, is my top two that come offhand are Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X, Metal Gear Solid: The Guns of the Patriot, and a few others I can't think of right now. One's Grand Theft Auto 3. This is up there, but not quite on that level. This is more the tier down below. So yes, this is Music Store here once again, this time doing a game review, The Last of Us. Be sure to pick it up, buy it. This is Music Store. Be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe down below. This is Music Store. Peace.